Hello everyone. So since we have discussed what we're going to do in the class today, let us continue with our vocabulary discussion first. Okay, these vocabularies are there in your booklet. Okay, so before we read the passage, let's know more about the words. First, booklet. Repeat after me, booklet. Okay, so what does booklet mean? Okay, yes, it's just like small papers, right? Like small books. Okay, is it thick? No, it's pretty thin. Yeah, it's a small book consisting of a few sheets, typically with paper covers. So this is the booklet. Okay, next one is comic strip. Comic strip. Okay, it's but it's not really a book of comics. Okay, it's usually printed in a newspaper. Okay, comic strip means only that small excerpts of comics, a sequence of drawings in boxes that tell an amusing story. There you go. Okay, this is what we call as comic strip. Commentary. Commentary. Okay, it's basically an expression of opinions. Yeah, you give comments on stuff about an event or situation. Oh yeah, you heard that? Yeah, from the sport. Okay, so next is fable. Fable. Okay. Yes, you can see the picture over here. Okay, this is fable. So it's a short story, a story typically with animals as the characters, and usually it has morals in it. Okay, fables like the ant and the grasshopper here. Next, illustrate. This is a verb. Okay, to illustrate is to explain or to make something clear by using examples. Sometimes you draw pictures as well, or using charts like this. Have you ever illustrating something? Oh, okay, right. Does it better to use illustrations? Yeah, okay. If you are a visual learner, then using illustration might be the best way for you to learn something. Okay. Next, the last one is photograph. Photograph. Correct? It's a picture. Okay. Made using a camera. Do you like to take photographs? How about you? Okay, so that's it. Oh, the last one, the very last one, realistic. Realistic is an adjective. That means it's representing familiar things in a way that is accurate to real life. Okay, so you made it true to life. Like this. Simpsons, right? It looks pretty similar. We changed them from cartoon into a real life picture. It looks funny. Okay, the very last one, satire. Satire. Okay, it's the use of humor or irony or exaggeration to criticize people. Okay, like this. You see here? It's newspaper, but it is divided into fictions and non-fictions. Know what that means? Okay, good. Alright, so since we have discussed all the vocabularies, I'll start from the beginning so you can see again, you can remember again what we have discussed. Okay? Booklet. Alright. Comic strip. Good job everyone. Now since we have finished doing the practice on vocabulary, let us now try to read the passages. Okay, but today, okay, we are not going to read them all. Okay, but we're going to try reading it one by one. Okay, per paragraph. Okay, so yes, we are using the reading passage newspaper comic strips here. Okay, and I need you to have your cell phone ready with you. Okay, I need you all to join this class. Okay, so click on menti.com. I mean, you have to sign in first. Oh, it doesn't have. You don't have to sign in. You just find menti.com and use this passcode. The passcode is 806271. Okay. Okay, so it looks like this. We're going to discuss about the main idea of each paragraphs. Let's try from paragraph 1 first. Okay, let's try from paragraph 1 first. And after you finish reading, you can submit your idea, okay, your thought about what is the main idea of paragraph 1. Okay, we're going to continue this for paragraph 2 and the other kinds of paragraphs. Okay, so let's read. Okay. Seems like one of you have already submitted the history of comic book. Let's try to see. Okay. Any one of you has another idea? Okay. Thank you all for submitting your ideas. Now I'm going to wrap up, okay, the ideas that we have already discussed about the main idea of each paragraphs over here. Okay. By discussing that, we could see how people outline their writing, especially if you are writing an article, okay, or making an essay. So starting from the main ideas here, I need you to see the screen. Okay, so what do we have as the first paragraph? In the first paragraph, we are discussing about the different ways to know about American histories in the 20th century. Okay, so we are not discussing further about Little Abner or Bogo, as we see as the characters, cartoon characters here, but we discuss about how people get there, yes, their entertainment in the past, right? Yep. Next one. Oops. There you go. Right. So after discussing about big picture, how people get their entertainments, right, especially when they want to know about history, we began to discuss about how to distinguish comic strips to cartoon and comic book. Okay, this goes deeper, okay, make us understand deeper about it. Alright, so starting from big picture of the entertainments, we discuss further about cartoon and so now go back to your passages, yes, okay, to the book, and we have 3 questions over here to answer. You can get all the answer from the textbook. Okay, I give you around 5 minutes to read the questions and answer it. Okay.